This is GP, and today I'm going to compare an F1 Skate 650 V1 to the same size of the Skate V2 of a friend of mine. And yesterday I went subfoiling with a foil drive, and the waves weren't that good and not particularly big either, and so I couldn't feel any difference. But instead today I went winging on bigger waves, and I did feel a difference. So I don't really know what they did with the construction. The mold is the same. The outside looks exactly the same. Okay, gonna try to do a flex test with the two Skate, V1 there, V2 here. It's a very unscientific test, but that's all I can do on the beach. So go in here, try to push with the same strength. Swap over here, try to be the same height, and it's really hard to detect anything on the beach. I'm filming also because I want to see in the video if I see a different flex, because for me it's too hard to feel it. I don't feel much, maybe a little bit more flexible. This one, this is supposed to be stiffer, I guess, because it has a different carbon layout.
It does look stiffer.
It does look, yeah, my friend Dan is telling me. I'm on my V1 and I do feel the turbulence in the water a little more. Of course, like the performance as far as carbon radius, speed and everything else is the same. Going through some bubbles, that's when you feel it the most. Wow, that is the biggest difference. Skate V2 at the moment. Because it's stiffer and it feels like you're more in control, I think I'm pushing harder. And overall ripping a little harder. It's nice, yep. The harder you push, the more you feel the difference. Because the harder you push, the more a flexible foil or a more flexible foil will flex. Wow! That's how much I've been pushing with the Skate V2 Turtle. I saw you. Yeah, I gotta say, it's making me step up the level of the performance a little bit. All right, so I went back and forth at least 4, maybe 5 times between the two. And the more I tested, the more I do feel the difference. The V2 feels a little stiffer, which makes you feel more in control, which makes you want to push harder. And that's what I did. I was pushing harder and turning really hard. So I think it depends on the level of the winger, and I would say that winging you might feel the difference more than prone or subfoiling, just because there's a wind involved that creates chop, and so that's when you feel the extra stiffness better. Every time you go through bubbles, white water, and or on a big wave with some chop, it was more reliable. I'm gonna end the video by saying I finally discovered the real difference between the V1 and the V2. The V2 says carving is still not a crime.